Welcome back to New World Nerds. I'm Superman Nico.
And I'm Brandon.
We're reviewing The Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Alright, so here, you know the format. We've done this twice before. Check out those videos, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, and our Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War review.
So we're going to follow the trend of ensemble superhero, I guess not superhero, I guess ensemble comic book movies with the Suicide Squad.
So we're going to talk about what we like, what we didn't like, and what we would do to fix it.
That's it.
Did you want to kick it off with?
All right, with good, I think that we should talk about Will Smith and Margot Robbie's performances as Deadshot and Harley Quinn, respectively.
Yeah, I thought they were both good.
Yeah.
They played the character good. I know people were mad about Will Smith being black, and Deadshot's not black in the comic, but it was like, after watching it, I was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they all represented the characters well.
I think there was
Quinn.
I think there was a lot less controversy over him being Deadshot. I think because it was Will Smith.
Yeah.
And also
he's like a respected actor.
And also I thought they did well. They're good performances.
I liked the guy who played Killer Croc. I forgot his name.
He has a really hard to say name.
Yeah, I know.
It's right here on the bottom.
Yeah, and who else? The guy who died. Oh no, Captain Boomerang. He was
Captain
good too.
Boomerang. Jai Courtney played Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, Jai Courtney
I really liked the
I
really liked the Flash and Arrow version of Captain Boomerang. This one was different because he was more comic relief than anything else, which I liked. I mean, it sounds like a crazy villain.
Good, though. He was funny.
Yeah.
He was drinking beers randomly.
Yeah,
I was like, like everyone's fighting, and then he's like, pulling out a beer drinking. Yeah, I'm like, this guy's awesome. Yeah,
I like that, and also, guess what? He was a true Aussie because he didn't drink a Foster's. He drank an Evan beer. I'm like, okay, because he wouldn't have been allowed back to Australia.
True.
And El Diablo, I think
El Diablo was good, as you can tell.
Yeah.
I think he liked El Diablo.
I did, I mean, think of another Hispanic comic book character that wasn't
the new one.
Michael Pena before.
Okay, yeah.
No, but before Suicide Squad,
yeah.
Robbie Reyes was after.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Which is also good. Watch it. Yeah, they just had Marvel had Michael Pena being stereotypical Mexican dude. He was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, he was hilarious.
Okay, El Diablo was good.
El Diablo good.
I thought I actually liked Enchantress. I liked how she transformed into Enchantress. I
really did like that scene.
That was super creepy.
It was that's what I like. It was very eerie. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, this is something different.
Definitely, yeah. I
like the tone that the movie had overall. What it ended up being like. Because I know in the beginning it was kind of dark, but then like towards the end, right before it like came out, it started getting really light, like the trailer. Like if you watch the first trailer that came out and the last one, the tone is way different. Like you can tell they changed it.
Yeah. Another thing I liked, it's a spoiler. We're going to the end of the movie. I liked Diablo's final form. I thought that was super cool.
Oh, that was a cool reveal.
As someone who, as a comic fan that didn't know a lot about this particular character,
yeah,
I like it when something can still surprise me. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, you like it when there's a moment where you're like, wow, this character is awesome.
And I was like, and so he was able to stand toe to toe because we really didn't I don't think anybody saw that coming. That was like a casual fan.
That was his Ant-Man moment.
Yeah, that was his Giant Man moment. Yeah. It was super cool. I really enjoyed it.
Harley Quinn in general, I felt like they could have messed her character up.
Yeah,
Margot Robbie did a good job. I feel like they need to put more jokes in. But it was still good.
I did feel like there was one or two lines that didn't land for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I
feel that.
That's not her fault. It was the writing. Like, it's like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I also like the hints or the acknowledgement of their the comic book costume counterparts. Yeah. Like Harley Quinn when she pulls it out of the chest, and it was like.
Oh yeah, I like how they like showed you
Harley
for a second.
Diamond one.
Right.
Yeah, and they also.
It was like this happened, and then they show flashbacks too.
Yeah, they also show her dance. They also remake iconic comic book cover of the Joker and Harley Quinn when she's like dancing around him, and then. They're doing a pose and stuff. It's really nice. It's really cool.
Alex Ross from an Alex Ross drawing.
I like it. I like how they give us what they give us like the comic book adaptation, like straight from it. We see it, but then we're like, oh, that would be really weird to see for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I like it how it shows us a snippet of it.
Yeah, it's just like here it is. and you'll never see it again because it's weird in real life.
She's not going to wear that now.
Yeah, because obviously nobody would wear that.
Perfect.
I like the bar scene that they have while they're
their Breakfast Club moment. Yeah, where they're like, oh man, we're all in this. This is... And this sucks. Let's just do it.
I like that. I like how they're just like, we're bad guys. Let's just go have a beer. Let's do it. They all have different drinks.
There's a moment where they're all like, well, we have nothing to do anyways. Let's go save the world. Like, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it was cool.
Rick Flag levels with them and stuff, and they're just all like, whatever. Like
Rick Flag.
And then my favorite part of that bar scene is when they're like, well, you're free to go. He turns off the bombs in their necks, like, go, you can do whatever you want. Captain Boomerang grabs his beers and gets the fuck out of there. I was like, that's exactly what someone like that would do. He'd be like, and I'm out.
He was drinking the whole time, and then he was like scared of like pink unicorns or something. It was something like that. It was awful.
He had like a pink unicorn.
Yeah, he had it like in his like. I'm surprised that he had a stuffed animal of one.
I like that this DC movie had jokes.
Yeah, DC needs to do more of it. But I feel like, to be honest, the best tone that DC needs to have is the one that the Justice League animated series had.
I think we liked Flash cameo. It was really cool. This was probably the first movie in the DC universe where it felt like a universe. Mm-hmm. Like Man of Steel was pretty contained to Superman.
There's no flashbacks or any other characters.
And then Batman v Superman, it seemed like a conflict between two people. You know, it got a little. You know, there was like hints to like, oh, Aquaman, oh, the Flash.
There's a little email opening.
Yeah. Like, oh, Wonder Woman. You know, there's a bigger. You know, it started to get bigger, and then here it is. It's like, oh, it's a universe. Because boom, here comes the Flash. He stops Captain Boomerang because he is a Flash villain.
Yeah, there's like a brief scene with the Flash, but it's really quick. But it's like, okay, you'd expect that from the Flash because he's quick.
Yeah, he's quick. It was a really. I'm glad that they were able to do something like that because they did cast him real early, so it was good to see him just pop up in a movie.
It was good to see him in the suit. Like, man, he's real.
Yeah, because I'm one of the bigger skeptics of him because I do really like Miller. I do really like Grant Gustin's Flash on the CW. It's really good. So I was just like, oh, they're not going to use him for the movies. That's terrible. But I mean, he did. I mean, he looked good in the suit. So we'll see how that works out.
Miller has a lot to live up to.
He really does.
Yeah. Another good thing, Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
One of the best parts of the film.
If you watch one of the Assault on Arkham or one of those with Amanda Waller, Viola Davis did a great job. Yeah, it just she just embodies that character.
She plays a good mean person.
Yeah, she really is good at being she's very good at being stern.
Yeah, basically.
And
killing random people at times.
Killing random people. It's like, oh, okay.
She was like,
oh, we know she'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, she killed a bunch of people.
No, but I think she did a really good job on selling Amanda Waller. I felt like even on the CW show that Amanda Waller, I didn't really she was just kind of annoying.
It's not the same. Well, she's just young. It does.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. I think Viola Davis is just a great actress, so that's why. Yeah, that's why she was able to embody the Amanda Waller so well, and even Deadshot's just like, I ain't gonna mess with you.
So my favorite scene in the movie by far is when Batman goes underwater. There's a brief scene where they show Batman and they find Harley Quinn crashed into a river with the Lambo, and the Joker jumped out and everything. And when he went down, he punches her in the face, but underwater. And it's the best scene. When you see it, you'll laugh. And everybody, I remember everyone in the theater laughed when I watched it.
She's like, boom.
Yeah. She screams and he just punches her really fast.
It's but that doesn't make sense because water's gonna make it slow.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
But it's Batman.
He's Batman.
Yeah, so he's strong enough to punch.
Got him.
Water doesn't stop him.
Water doesn't stop.
Yeah, it was my favorite scene. It was.
All right, now it's time for the bad.
Oof. There's a good list.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't like was the big boss battle at the end with Enchantress. I felt like it was a video game. I called it the big boss. I was like, ooh, now the final form. And she transforms. I don't know. Yeah.
Someone we haven't talked about yet. We talked about the ensemble for the actual Suicide Squad, but we haven't talked about the Joker.
Yeah, Jared Leto, from what we saw, was good, but we didn't see enough of him.
Yeah. I felt like for all the advertisements for the ad campaign and all the posters and stuff like that. I thought I was like, oh, maybe Joker's gonna be in this for a long time, or a lot more than I initially had thought, because I was like, oh, he's just gonna show up and mess shit up and be a third party, and then I guess that is essentially what he was, but he didn't really do that.
Yeah, well, it was also I don't know, he showed up for little bits, and then it was ooh, the Joker's dead. but then you see him at the end, so it's like
we know he's not dead.
Yeah, he's not gonna die.
We see that there's parts. If you just watch the trailer, there's parts in the trailer like with him in his half burnt face. It's like so we know that there are more scenes of the Joker in this. There was a plan, and that would be this is
apparently they're releasing the extended cut.
Another extended cut because they just can't get it right the first time. Apparently,
no.
We had predicted that there was going to be an extended cut for Suicide Squad. It's just
that wasn't confirmed. We just guessed that there would be another one because Batman v Superman.
I'm honestly just a little tired of it. Like, we paid money in the theater to go see this version. Now you want me to pay more because you said this version's gonna be better. It's gonna fix. It's not. There's no way it can fix all the problems that this movie has. It's just
true.
It just feels a little cheap. So, the Joker not being in it, I feel like will lead into my biggest problem with the film, which is that there was too many cooks in the kitchen. It seems like David Ayer, apparently he made a movie, and then the studio were just like, oh, well, we like this, but we're going to throw away that. Oh,
why does the studio cut it up? I mean, I understand for the purpose of making it shorter, but I feel like sometimes if they release these films with the way it was intended to be seen, it would probably make more money because it would be a more cohesive story.
Yeah.
It'd be better,
I guess it suffered from the same thing that the Fantastic Four did last year with apparently Josh Trank had a great movie, and then, Fox Studios went and chopped it all up and made it different with reshoots and stuff like that. And there were reshoots.
In there. Put blonde wig.
But we were told that there were reshoots for Suicide Squad. So maybe that had something to do with it. And that's why we saw the trailers changing. Maybe there was maybe they thought this was too dark and they had to change it because of the reaction of Batman v Superman.
That was a lot of I feel like what happened with they lightened up the tone because people think that DC not being dark is what makes DC is what's gonna make DC better, but that's not the truth of it.
The problem isn't the tone. The problem is the execution and the knowledge of the characters.
And the writing.
I had a really big problem with because these are villains, right? They're a team of villains and they're supposed to go in, when another meta goes bad. I didn't feel like they were really a team. I understand that they're villains and they're used to working by themselves, but as the movie would have went on, because they ended up all gaining consciences, which didn't make sense because they've only been together for a certain amount of hours, and it would take someone to make such a big, or someone who has this kind of background, it would take them a long time to change their ways. And I felt like being with this kind of group for just a few hours, it wouldn't make sense for someone to change their ideology because of that.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't enough rapport created between the characters. So when it came towards the end and El Diablo was like, I want to protect my other family, you were just like, I don't really feel you guys are that close to say that.
Yeah, it's you guys don't know each other that well.
We didn't see that much of you guys interacting and becoming a family. It was just a bunch of action scenes.
It was just kind of them making fun of each other for a lot of it, which is fine. It's just then don't go telling me that they're family and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna buy it when they say.
Yeah, it's just so you're gonna put your life on the line for these people that you barely know, when you've mainly just been doing stuff for yourself. I guess El Diablo is one of the characters with more redeeming qualities because he's oh, no one come near me. I don't want to mess with this.
Yeah, well, he also killed his family too, and he had that whole sympathy thing on his side.
So I just didn't believe all the them really looking out for each other and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that would be it because these are villains, right? Another thing I didn't like, Enchantress's plan. So we understand that Dr. Moon is possessed by the Enchantress, and that she is from a long time ago. She's been around for a while, and she wants things to go back to normal. Yeah. What does that mean? Why do you want to do that? How is this going to be better for you? It's not really. When did you come to that conclusion? And then we get her powered up brother, which is
it's a CGI fest.
Yeah.
It's cool to see the character, but at the same time, I don't know if we need it in the story.
Yeah.
It was something that was okay.
It's just
there's more characters. Yeah. and then you don't know. You still don't know what's going on. You say she talks about taking over the world, and they never really specify what she means by that. They just kind of say it, and then, like I said, there's just this big boss battle at the end. I felt like there was no stakes.
Yeah. So, I also didn't like that they were fighting they're fighting like a faceless army when these are bad guys, so they can kill regular people. Like with our heroes and stuff, like with the Avengers or with Superman, you want them to, or with the Justice League, I don't know what they're gonna do, but if they do, or with the parademons maybe, they'll have them kill them, right? You'll see them doing a bunch of bad stuff. Oh, but that's okay because they're like aliens and stuff.
They're not human.
Yeah, they're not human. They don't have faces.
They're trying to kill us.
Yeah, but you can do this with this military unit known as the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because they're bad guys.
Yeah, they're bad guys. So guess what? They've killed people before. So just let them kill more people. It's fine.
They weren't even people in this movie.
They weren't even people.
They were tarmen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
They were like globby.
Whatever. Again, more to Enchantress's plan being bad.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand.
They were like mindless, faceless zombies that they.
Of course.
Yeah.
So what we would fix?
Yeah.
I would fix that. I would want them to train more together.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good thing to see. It would be a really cool thing to see and be able to like focus on the relationships between all the members of the Suicide Squad. Like, I'd like to see them training at the Argus place.
Create that rapport between the teammates so that once they actually get into big trouble, the stakes are higher because we sympathize with them. Because we've seen more footage of it.
Yeah. And also, like, it would make sense, like, oh, this guy's going to go out of his way to save this person because they care about each other because they've been through, a little bit together.
It would be cool to see a training montage, too.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be fucking cool. Yeah.
See what I would have done.
You could do every type of scenario. Yeah.
I would have had them, like going, like, through an Argus, like, training facility and, like, have them, like, try and work together and it's not working. Like, oh, no, Deadshot, you got to do this or that. Like, someone try and be the leader that's, like, not the leader.
RC Rick Flag attempt to be
see Rick Flag attempt to be the leader, and it just like them not really listening to them, all of them trying to do their own thing. I think it'd be really cool. But then when you get to Midway City, when they're trying to beat the Enchantress's like posse and stuff, you have them like calling stuff out and like now they're getting it right. Working now it's team. Clicking. Yeah. There you go.
It would make more sense. Too,
yeah, not just like them going in and like Deadshot. I like the part where he's on the car, but like I want to see them build more rapport with the team.
Yeah,
with the teammates themselves.
That's true. What I would fix would probably be the third act in and of itself. I don't know how I would rewrite it, but I know I wouldn't have it be a big boss battle between Enchantress. I would have it be like more of a plan that Enchantress had that unfolds. I don't know. I felt like the movie dragged, which is like not good for a movie like that because it has the characters in it are larger than life, so we should not be entertained at any moment. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. It was kind of scary. I remember the bar scene, and I was like, "Where is this going?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." They all were just like, "Well, we got nothing better to do. Might as well save the world." Like, yeah. But other than that, I liked everything else, and keep more Joker in it. That's what I was gonna say. Way more Joker. That's yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd want to see more Joker. You're gonna put him in that campaign. This is like what people are gonna get butts and seats.
He should be the face of the movie.
Yeah, like or maybe like throw away the Enchantress, or maybe just have her on the Suicide Squad, and then have the Joker be the villain, and like have Harley have to choose between the Joker and the Squad. And
I want to see more interactions between Joker and Harley. Yeah, which apparently the Ultimate Edition has.
Okay, so when Captain Boomerang was like, after he dips out, I thought that was super funny. But what I would fix is that when he because he just comes back in, he doesn't say anything. They're just like walking in slow motion. Captain Boomerang's like, nope, like let me just come with you guys. I wanted to be like, I thought you left, and someone would be like, you guys brought me here. I don't know where to go. Like the roads are blocked. I don't know how I got here. So
he constantly drinking beers.
I thought like just add like that one more joke or like when Slipknot or when he convinces Slipknot to go and try and get away.
Oh
and then
God! Somebody had to die.
So I wanted him, but then he also tried to escape. I wanted him to just like talk Slipknot into it and just be like, and then just be like, nah, fam. Like he's like, I just wanted to see if they were bluffing or not. Like I thought that'd be like another joke. You just put it in, but he's like trying to like fight and get away too, and then he sees that he's like, I'm
I'm not gonna try and do it in my face.
I think that'd be a good one. I'll give it 6.5 boomerangs out of 10.
That's good. All right, I'll give it a 7 out of 10, but that's modest for me. I only say that just because it's the Joker and Harley Quinn in a movie, and as a DC fanboy, I've never seen that, so
it looked really pretty.
Yeah,
visually, but the story I felt like was or certain things were kind of all over the place and weren't
Yeah.
really explained well. That's why it doesn't get like a passing grade, I thought. But it was really cool. I liked seeing those people together. There was parts where I did laugh, so I did have a good time. So I'm going to give it a 6.5. Thanks for joining us here, and thank you for liking and subscribing and stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure you do that after this video if you haven't yet.
If you haven't checked out our Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition, also check that out.
Yeah, and like I said, this is another ensemble superhero movie, Captain America: Civil War. We did that
Civil
too.
War, yeah, we also reviewed that.
Check that one out.
Tell your friends.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at New World Nerds. Follow me at Superman Nico. Share this video.
Like and share. Tell your friends. Subscribe. We already said that.
Share this video, and I'll give you a shout out on the next one.
Comment what movie that you'd want to see us do next.
Yes.
In the comments.
This has actually been a suggestion by more than one person. I'd like to thank Kristen G. That's Kristen G with 6 E's underscore for giving us that suggestion for Suicide Squad. We appreciate it. Thank you. Also, check out our gameplays of Don't Starve. Watch our Batman Telltale series.
Yes.
It's gonna be up. Also, watch our skit. Gamers Be Like.
Yeah, Gamers Be Like. New skit. Check it, dog.
Check it out.
Share it. Tell your friends.
Some scenarios might look all too familiar.
Oh.
All right, that's going to be it from us at New World Nerds. We'll see you later. Keep nerding out there, true believers.
Yeah.
Tits.